Gragas is still cute, guys. Don't take that away from him. At least the Rumble gets locked in, we get AP. I also want to build off your point and say, without that engage, range looks real good and a lot easier to execute when...
Yeah. Rahel burnt the barrier to keep the trade at least somewhat even, but I don't think you can really go for the dive here, especially level 3 just hit by both. They're pretty healthy. Good ward from Paris to spot out this potential dive as well.
There is also a cleanse available in this lane. They look for the damage and the turn as 4 members are going to show up with the teleport. Rika at level 4, extra damage, healed, burned early. The crash down under turret, a little bit messy, but Loopy flashes out. It's a trade for now. Turret ramping up onto Rika. As our audience at home, they're actually in a 1v1. Isma's already flashed away, I believe. No, he hasn't. Nuke just solos in. And we come back, and Rahel now has to flash away as well. If 113...
Nuke hits the accelerated shock blast here, but they don't realize they're on the ward, so Isma gets interrupted. And then I think they stop to try and save Isma, but then doesn't realize that 113's in the area. So Rika ends up dying then to the Nidalee. Now you've also got Rahel who's being chased down, so Rahel has to flash on the play as well. So when you start to look towards here, but if I was BDS, I would have 100% been contesting this. I think you're in a good spot with the move you already had for Ice to set up on the mid lane and then rotate across. But instead now, it looks like they're just going to try and drift over the Dragon. But the fact that SK get this when they have so little...
At the very least, we can talk about that in a second. Isma's walking into a trap. He has audaciously charged this one, but even in a 1v1, how does it go? He's looking for the next knock-up. He flashes away, but to the other side of the map. Why flash is the big question. And now Rika's just once again tried to help his jungler.
Just going for the lifeboats. And I think that's kind of what the problem with SK is in a lot of situations. And the good news is, though, they're actually doing relatively well when it comes to objectives.
They are.
So, like, 3... Oh, hang on.
But where does it go from here? Chains of Corruption lands down. Ice gets in the circle. And you know what? That's going to be hard for Isma because even though he gets the objective, he's giving more and more gold offs.
I just don't see those outcomes as very likely, especially when they have to try and beat Fnatic, and they haven't picked up a win against any other team in the league.
And in this best of one as well, we talk about gold. We also talk about the Grubs going over to BDS. So there's one objective for them in the game is SK's old top laner on a bit of an island here, so Paris needs to help out. He's level 6 now, though, as well as the fight over the Grubs might go even further. Ice is coming in, and BDS are about to encapsulate this whole bottom side of the river with a TP as well. Chains of Corruption, the equalizer. SK are isolated and outnumbered, outmatched. Isma is doing a bit of work, but once again, he's going to be the first to drop 4 deaths.
You just don't really get to do anything on bot side. So just the pressure from BDS on playing off of mid into jungle vision, into that bottom side was excellent. And now GenX trying desperately to do something.
There's that equalizer under turret range. He's going to be alled out. Irrelevance close to dying, but they've run out. That's the spell weaving that Rika's now gone through as Isma's coming up as well. Wind becomes lightning. Paris is here to defend. Good sidestep. You're not going to get the harpoon, but he's under turret again, so Isma's going to take damage. Magnetstorm draws him back in. He flashes the wind, does again, but with the ignite down, it's close to being a trade. Paris thinking about a remount. Gravity Field, Shattering Strike, and the support gets it done. SK are defending.
Nidalee poke, these are not your friends. So if you're in this position, it's great for BDS. So now, you're probably going to have to look for it,
There's Arrow, Chain of Corruption. Okay, finally using their one tool. Ice almost trades it out. He flashes away onto Rahel. The auto forces a barrier. That's good. SK are getting run into now as well, and there's an opportunity as Rika's now joined up. The poke landing, though, is 1-1-3, and Rika having it out in melee range. Paris is here. Shattering Strike forces a flash from Rika. SK in a 3 versus 3, but they need to get in. Poke lands, and oh no, what a surprise! Flash away as BDS's jungler. He's getting poked out too. He's burning down, but he's still not dead, and nukes another element. SK are going to get a turret. Okay, we come back to live, and at least they trade turrets. Gold lead is still 2.5 in the favor of
40 seconds. Excuse me, sorry, until the Ocean Drake is up, means that you're just in a position where you can't really burn that. Nuke has got top terror, so you're now in the mid lane. So tier 2 top, gone. Tier 2 bot, under a lot of pressure. And now you're about to lose your tier 1 mid.
That's an easy charge. Almost able to step up. Isma is the one who steps up for SK. Nuke is now joined in. Loopy's got the wall up. There's no turret to sit on now as well. That arrow being down. Shock Blast dodge, but Loopy is now front line. Magnetstorm easy as that, and SK are dropping like flies. Isma gets an ulti off, but now that Irrelevance here against his old team, he's laughing at him as he goes golden as well. BDS, all they have to do is land the poke, but now GenX is here without the backline damage.
Needed to have further engage coming from that support role if they were hoping to do anything.
Dragon down. 5k gold. I mean, this is one of those games where you're just like, how do you play? Yay, turret. Okay, now Atakan time.
I don't know if you can really catch this. GenX needs to get on towards a key carry here and shove them into SK, but Relevant's playing keep away.
And they're going to turn for the fight. They've got a GA now available as well for BDS. They're grouped as 5. Isma's going to go in. Good shattering strike, and at least SK get to walk into the enemy this time, but a Magnet Storm from hell draws them all in. And at melee range, GenX now doesn't want to be there. Nuke goes over the wall and batters them down. Thor's hammer right in the face as Isma gets a little bit of taste of Valhalla as well. BDS is still the one standing. Objectives in the early game, but the way they've transitioned this game in the mid-game, Dagda, their setup, really importantly, it has been nice to watch BDS actually put the pieces together quite cleanly from there.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think with this, it doesn't look like we're going to have an SK in playoffs. Like, sure, there are scenarios where they can make it. These days, don't know what dial-up is.
It's crazy. Oh my god, that equalizer. Not too bad, but Rika is cooked. Yes, he is. Nuke, he did it again. Oh, that's a bit of dynamite. 5 members of BDS, very healthy. It's Baron time.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I think this is the... Oh, no, never mind. Paris healed. It's the only bit of damage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Nuke's going to solo. Loopy's up next. Who doesn't know what dial-up is, Dagda is? Loopy is going to get a bit of help from the Enchanter across the arrow, but Nuke just sidesteps it, and away he goes. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think that maybe SK are still playing on dial-up because that arrow was a little late. Okay, save. Or hell flashes.
Good flash.
They're trying here.
GenX is here. Yay. Oh no, Irrelevance damage also hurts. Good flip back. Okay, shut down. But it is 10.5k.
Dragon win con. You just instead go for turrets and use the Baron before you can.
Irrelevant. Can he solo kill GenX? Well, it won't be a solo kill. There's an all out, but Resistance are now gone. He's overheating a bit. And Relevant versus GenX has some nice story to it, but it won't really matter here as he tries to fry down GenX. He'll get flipped back, and there's another kill. Okay, SK fans, tower that's been sitting there for 28 minutes of the game. Arrow comes through onto ice, instant cleanse away again. Here's Nuke, by the way, one of the biggest devils on the team as Isma jumps into him, but how easy is that going to be as his ult comes off cooldown? Chains Corruption as well is spreading like the plague. Loopy, meanwhile, sets up the door, but now it's wide open. Oh no. I see a teleport, Dagda. It's Irrelevant, and he's got a bone to pick with his old roster.
Oh my god.
He lays down the carpet, and it's brand new. Take your shoes off, because BDS are coming in. And once that door's down yet again, all they need to do is stamp their way to the kitchen, because they're eating dinner early tonight.
BDS just walk over them. They say, thank you very much. We'll take the base. We'll take the game. I'm going to take your chances of playoffs out of your own hands.
It looks so rough. As Dagda said, only 2 wins accountable now. SK, it does feel, and it looks like this was their chance, but it has been beaten down every single portion of this game. Starting in the draft, BDS on 3 will knock down SK to open up their last week of regular season.